Hello and welcome back to Neuropa City Zoo. I hope you all had a fantastic week. Today's episode, we are focusing completely on our animal happiness. So we are going to be going through every single animal in our zoo, taking a look at what they need in their in their habitats that we may have missed the first time around, or anything that has changed since then. Just kind of get a good little overview of how many animals we have in each habitat at this point, and how many of our original animals, or our most recent animals, I suppose, have had babies, and all of that fun stuff. And right at the very end, we are also going to go and try to do a little bit for our guests as well. I think we might have to focus more on guest happiness in another episode, but either way, let's just get right into it. All right, so the very first thing that I want to do today is take a check of all of our animals, do a little bit of an update, see where we're at, see what animals need to be a little bit managed, and see how all of our habitats are doing, and, you know, animal happiness and all of that kind of stuff. So the first thing that I want to look at is, I'll just start right at the beginning. So let's take a look at the flamingos. I think it's probably about time to, I think we're going to want to get rid of a bunch. We'll just release to the wild anybody, but I think we'll keep this generation. I think that was the last one, so anybody who's about that age as an adult, and then I am just going to send everybody else to the wild. We'll release them. We don't really need the extra conservation credits at this point, and I think it's a bit of a nicer thing to do anyway. Okay, there we go. So looks like we got 20 flamingos, and we will just release all of them. So yeah, there we go. That's much better. I mean, what we'll do is the next time maybe I'll go through and maybe even go through the younger ones and kind of put little stars next to all of the ones who are gold rated, and maybe we'll sell those ones, because I know flamingos are actually kind of hard to find in the market, and I do want to be able to put them out there. So yeah, I think, oh, it looks like we actually missed a few, but yeah, overall, I think this is what we'll do for the flamingos, and I'm just going to hop over and do the same thing for the peafowl as well, because their population, I know, has gotten way too high. All right, there, we have 25 more peafowl to release, so let's do that, and then I think hopefully now we have an appropriate number of peafowl. Let's double check. Yeah, okay, there we go. Actually, we have very few adults, but they're gonna grow up. It's gonna be fine. Social welfare is good. Okay, awesome. Actually, it looks like we need more food enrichment. What does that look like? Slow feeder, forage box feeder. Let's take a look. While we're at it, we will just make sure that all of our animals are as happy as they can be. So let's look for peafowl. What else do we have for food enrichment items? Looks like all we really have is, actually don't have much at all for peafowl. That's interesting. Maybe I can do another forage box maybe over here somewhere. And hopefully that will, oh, we already have 2. Okay, well, let's add another one maybe here. And 87, okay. Yeah, the problem, I guess, with having a lot of animals in a habitat is it's just really hard to get up to their enrichment ratings. Maybe it's not quite worth it. I guess we can add more slow feeders with the actual feeders here, and that might 80, 86. Okay, you know what, we're getting there. There we go. So that's perfect. So food enrichment is good, and toy enrichment. Let's add a few of these scent markers as well. Oh, actually only took like one of them. Okay, let's just get rid of that second one in case they get tired of it eventually. But yeah, there we go. Okay, so that enrichment should go up, and then welfare, I think, will be pretty close to 100, which is great. So moving right along in order here, let's take a look at our big cat habitats. So this one is our Siberian tiger habitat. Where are we at? So we currently have Birdie. It looks like, oh yeah, Birdie and Anastasia. They're both elderly now, so they might need to be replaced fairly soon, but it looks like they still have 2 cubs that need to grow up, and that looks perfectly fine. Although it looks like we don't have enough feeders in the habitat. Why don't we duplicate this one and put another feeder I don't know, I just don't really want the keeper to have to come back here to feed them, but I don't know, maybe it's fine. Let's just try putting this one maybe a little bit more hidden back here so they can have a private place to eat. Does that actually help with that feeder rating? I'm not really sure how that's calculated, if it's just like the number of feeders per animal or what it is exactly. Oh, actually we should I'm gonna upgrade all of the food quality too, because we have a ton of money anyway. Oh, okay, it's down here. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not entirely sure. Maybe it's just because they're empty. Maybe that's the problem. I'm just gonna leave that for now. Let's take a double check at their welfare though. Enrichment, okay. So food enrichment actually seems a little bit low. That's fine, let's get another food enrichment item for the Siberian tigers. Oh, there's actually a bunch of cool ones. Let's put in one of these piñata enrichments. This looks like fun. Let's put it somewhere where the guests can see. Let's put it right here. There, perfect. So it looks like our jaguar do not have any cubs currently, but they are still young and spry, so maybe they will have another set of cubs soon, and their welfare is actually almost perfect. Oh, their training plants are actually a little bit off. Not enough long grass. Oh, well, let's just fix that quick. If we can get to over 100%, why not? There we go, look at that. 100% hard shelter, 100% that. Plants. What do you not like about the plants? Oh, where is that? Oh, okay, that one's just overshooting a little bit. That's fine, let's get rid of it. Is this one also just creeping in from another habitat? Oh no, it's actually in here. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna remove the ones that they don't like. I don't know why I didn't notice that when we made this habitat, but that's fine. We don't need those. There we go. Habitat is now 100% everything. Awesome. And our Bengals, it looks like they're in a pretty similar state. They're still adults, so that's good. Not elderly yet. And they have 2 cubs that they are still raising, and they're both white. How cute. So that looks good. Oh, I didn't, maybe I should upgrade the food quality for the jaguar as well. I think I don't know, I think it improves their happiness and that kind of thing, so I mean, why not? We have so much money at this point. We should spend it on our animals, really. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, so that all looks good. Let's take a look at your welfare. Less meal quality. Well, that will be increased soon. Terrain. Okay. Do you also just need some more... Oh, some less short grass. So let's just put in a little bit more soil here. over top of some of the short grass. There. Now everything should be 100%. And of course, next up on the docket is the elephant habitat. So let's just take a look overall at who's in here first. These guys do they age a lot slower, so I don't know, I feel like this habitat of all habitats doesn't need a lot of maintenance, but it looks like they're finally getting to be elderly. So, and we actually have one in the trade center, so maybe these two, hopefully one of these two at least are fairly high quality, or these 3, I suppose. And we can keep that, at least one of their lines going with the next ones, but if we need to just adopt some more, that's also fine. So why don't we, looks like we actually need more bedding in the habitat for all of them, so I'm just going to duplicate this a few more times and hopefully that helps. But let's take a look at how they're doing as well. So nutrition, meal quality will increase that, but everything else looks perfect, 100% on everything. So that is all good. We can go through the exhibit animals quick here. I try to keep on top of this as much as I can. I often go through here and move everybody to the trade center when their offspring grow up, because all of these guys have so many babies, and then as soon as they all age up, they just take over the entire place, and then they get very unhappy about it. So I think here, yeah, we'll get rid of these 2. I'm pretty sure all of these only like having 2 adults in the habitat at a time. So looks like, yeah. And I don't know, I actually don't really pay too much attention to inbreeding and stuff on these habitats. I don't know if it really matters. Maybe if you know, let me know in the comment section below. And it looks like I actually have to replace a couple of them too, so I will do that as well. And next up is the sun bears. So let's just take a look. It's a newer habitat, so I imagine it should be doing okay. Barrier status actually isn't very good. Can I call a mechanic over? Anyway, let's upgrade their food quality. Looks like they still need some research done, but oh, it looks like, is this an offspring or did I put 2 adults in here? Can I take another look at that? I think it shows me their ages, right? Yeah, this must have been their baby, so I'm gonna actually just throw her into the trade center because we do not want any inbreeding happening. And let's grab one of them and take a look at if this habitat, see whether or not this habitat is actually doing well for them. Looks like nutrition, meal quality, okay, we increased that. Social, too many adults, we got rid of her. Cleanliness and plants. Plants is 99. Is there a plant in here they don't like? Oh, there is. Okay, well, let's get rid of it. Perfect. And enrichment. Okay. Oh, they have no food enrichment. Okay, that's probably because it wasn't researched enough yet. So let's look up sun bear. And there are definitely a few items here now. Oh, this one's cute. I've never seen this before. Let's put it in view of the guests over here somewhere. Right up against the edge here. That looks good. And it looks like they could use a couple more too. So we'll throw in a ice block feeder and there we go. We made it. So onto our grizzlies. It looks like we've got 3 cubs. That's all good. And we have, these guys are still adults, so that's nice. Let's take a look at how you're doing. Nutrition, well, I increased the meal quality, so that should be better next time. Habitat's perfect. Food enrichment can be increased. That's good to know. Let's take a look. Which one of these do I think we not have? Maybe we... Oh, we actually don't have any of them. Okay, we'll add this one in. This one's cute. Let's put it just beside the tree over here. I think that works. And our Formosan look good. 2 cubs, 2 adults. That's perfect. Nutrition, just upgraded. There's food quality as well. Space. Oh, what is the space issue? Not enough climbing area. Okay, well, that's not a problem. Let's add a few more climbing areas for everybody here then. This one looks like it'll fit in here well, so why don't we just throw it down and then we can move this tree a bit out of the way. Throw it down there. Okay, move the tree. That looks good. Did that help at all? Oh, how did that make it worse? What's happening here? Oh, maybe this was a climbable tree? It seems a little strange. Let's just move this. Oh, it probably blocked it off. I'll add a ramp on the other side so that they can get to this side of the habitat as well. Let's just edit this. And copy this guy over. Huh, that's interesting. It looks like they actually can't even get up onto the climbing frame. I wonder why. Huh, okay. Well, let's take a look. Doesn't look like something that would be, that's so strange. It doesn't look very steep or anything. Oh, maybe that light was in the way? Let's try this again. Social. Okay, no, I guess, wow, that was interesting. I suppose that light was just in the way. Okay, there we go. Now they can climb all the way up here and they can get down the other side to get to this climbing tree. Looks good. I don't know why the social went down, but it looks like everything's at 100%, so that should be good to go. Oh boy, it looks like this area is just hardly being used at all anymore. Anyway, let's take a look at our wolves. I've actually not really checked on our wolves much lately because they're a pretty self-sufficient habitat, but it'd be good to take a look. Let's see, yeah, they definitely need a food quality increase. And yeah, I don't know, they don't really reproduce too much, which I think is fine. If we start to like really run out, yeah, they have a mate. Yeah, unable meats is a beta animal. So that's kind of the way that this one works, is only like one of them, I think, or like two of them are even able to mate in the pack. So it kind of keeps the habitat from being overrun too easily. But it actually looks like they need some more enrichment items. Let's take a look. Yeah, they need more food enrichment and more toy enrichment. So let's just add a bunch to the habitat here. And there we go. We should be at 100% now. Oh, it actually looks like, wow, navigable land area is too small. Let's take a look at where they can navigate. This habitat's just straight up too small. That's too bad. It actually looks very close to being big enough. Does that actually affect anything here? Social enrichment? It actually doesn't. Their habitat's still at 100%, so it's only like a few meters short. I think that should be okay. But let's take a look over at this habitat as well, see who is still in here. So for the antelopes, it looks like we have 2 female antelopes and 1 male antelope, so that seems to be fine. I think Benjamin was our original antelope, wasn't he? He's been alive forever. I guess maybe he wasn't. Maybe I just remember putting him in. But that seems fine. Let's take a look at there, actually. So nutrition, I just increased that. Everything else is 100, perfect. And what about our bison as well? We have no bison in the habitat anymore. Okay, so I will add them in as well because this habitat was made for both, so we want to have both. And let's jump over here to our gray seal habitat. Is empty. Did I do that on purpose? Oh, I did, because they were not... Okay, you know what? Why don't we try putting them back in and see if this works? I remember, I removed them from the habitat because they kept on getting very upset because they wouldn't register the water as water area, even though they could swim in it. So let's see if that bug actually got fixed. Okay, so here they are. Let's see if this got fixed. So, yeah, space. Okay, wait, maybe that just needed to update. Yeah, there we go. Okay, yeah, this seems to be fine now. Cleanliness, it's okay, we'll get them into clean. And meal quality, we will increase that as well. But yeah, okay, this is perfect. It looks like they now are actually calculating the water area and all of that. Great, I'm so happy we can have them back in here. I think the gray seals are just so much fun. Let's, and yeah, their enrichment was fine, all of that. So let's see if we can increase. Oh, we can't increase yet. Do we actually have somebody researching our gray seals? Or maybe we didn't because we didn't have them in a habitat. Oh yeah, he's researching. Okay, we're just gonna need to wait a little bit and then remember to upgrade their food quality later. For our otters, looks like we can upgrade it all the way, so that's great. We have a lot of otters. Interesting. So, right, so we started with 2. I want to take a look. Okay, they need more enrichment, nutrition, that's fine. Social group can be quite large. And they have not found a mate. Okay, unable to have mates as a beta animal. Okay, so these guys are going to operate very similar to the timber wolves then. As long as it doesn't go, like, we'll maybe get rid of some once they go over, oh god, who escaped? Once they go over population. But in the meantime, I think they will be fine because they won't, nobody else is going to breed other than the alpha animals. So there should be no, inbreeding happening, which is always what I worry about the most. But that's awesome. Looks like we have a ton of them. They're very happy as well. Looks like we just need a few more enrichment items, so I will throw those in there and see who is escaping a Gharial again. All right, we're gonna investigate that in a minute as well. All right, next up on our animal tour is the Kangaroos and Koalas. Where the heck did I put the door to this one? Is it right here in the darkness? Yes. Okay. Your status is fine. Animals. Okay, koalas. Currently still grade 2. Only 2 of them. I don't think they've mated yet. But it also, honestly, it hasn't been on play for very long time since these guys have been put in, but the kangaroos are definitely having a lot more offspring than the koala. So I might take a look at that, but I think it might also be fine. So we have 1 male, 2 female. Oh no, 2 male. Is that right? Do they want 2 males? Okay. Okay, unable to have mates as a beta animal. Okay, that's fine. We will just let them populate then. So what do we need? We need some more food enrichment. There's too much coverage. Okay. Terrain is fine. Yeah, I think the coverage thing was not perfect between the koalas and the kangaroos, so unfortunately these guys are never going to have 100% habitat. But, I mean, it's pretty darn close, so I'm not too concerned about that. I'll just add a few more enrichment items, and once they can have level 3 food quality, they will. And last but not least, let's just take a quick look at our most recent habitats here and see how everybody's doing. So, in terms of our hippo, it looks like somebody has had 2 babies so far, which is awesome. Still can only do grade 1 food quality, so that's about the best we can do here. Let's take a look. Nutrition, social, habitat enrichment, everything's fine. Nutrition, meal quality will go up once we get that research done. And for the pygmy hippos, we can actually go up to grade 2 for these guys, and they have not had any offspring yet, so that's okay. Maybe they're just a little bit slower. That's totally fine. But everything here looks like it is at 100% too. That just needs to be cleaned, and the meal quality needs to be increased, but that looks really good. For our Gharials, can we increase? Oh, we can increase it to 3 already. That's perfect. We have so many of them. So we started with all of these ones? It's interesting. I didn't realize that I started with so many, but holy are they... Oh, they're escaped, yeah. But holy are these guys breeding like crazy, which is exactly why I wanted Gharials in here, because it's a huge habitat. I wanted them to take up the space, so that's good. Looks like we've used a lot more bedding for them. Do I even have any bedding for them? Probably not. We can take a look at that after. But let's just look through here. Meal quality will go increased. Space. Oh, interesting. I'll take a look at that. And habitat, plants, and cleanliness. Oh, enrichment. Okay, we need some more food enrichment. But let's take a look here. Is there a plant in here that they don't like? Oh, okay. Let's get rid of that one. That should bring us up to 100. And space. Space looks fine. I don't know why space is at... where was that? Maybe social? Oh. Okay. Well, yeah, they're fine. I think we can get up to 7 adults. So once all of the... We'll keep the 6 adults. Once all of the babies grow up, they'll... we'll sell them or send them out to the wild, whatever we need to. Okay, so... Now we're having the issue of all of the Gharials escaping. What I'm going to do is... It seems like they're escaping through somewhere over here. I'm going to keep an eye on it for a few minutes, just watch, and see if I can watch them do it. And... Oh, somebody else? No, you're not escaped. Okay, I'm going to watch them, see if I can see them, if they're facing through the barrier, if they're going over it, or what they're doing. And hopefully we can figure out what is going on here. Yeah, something really strange seems to be happening here. So we have, like, these Gharials hanging out in the hippo habitat, but they have not escaped. I don't know what's going on with these guys. I understand that I said, whose welfare is so bad that we're attracting predators. I should have just, like, stuck to my word with the, when I made the aquatic habitats, that I was not going to be creating any more aquatic habitats. Oh my god, what's happening? Okay, there, we moved them all out of here. Let's see if we can see them come back. Oh. There's one. Is he just gonna swim? Yeah, look at that. They're swimming right through the barrier. Oh. I hate that. That is so annoying. What is happening? Like, you all saw that, right? He just, like, swims right through the barrier here, like nothing. Oh, I wonder if that's just gonna be a bug that we have in this game forever, that they can phase through these barriers. I don't really know what to do about this. If you have any ideas, let me know. Maybe I'll spend some time looking it up as well. I know this isn't totally in the ground. Maybe I can like lower this barrier? I don't know how to do that after it's already been placed. I wonder if this is the only one that they're getting through. I could make it like cement or something. I don't know. I'm not really sure. But yeah, maybe I'll try a few things. Oh, don't go through there, please. What does this do? Oh, no, that's not what I wanted. Oh, okay, I'm gonna fiddle around with this a little bit, see if maybe bringing it... See if I can maybe bring it underground or something. I'm not totally sure. But... Oh, there we go. Okay, I can bring it underground. I wonder if that's gonna help. Let's do this quick, and then see... Well, this guy's probably still gonna be able to phase through. Let's try it. How you doing, friend? You just gonna swim right through the barrier? Of course you are. Why? Why? There, you know what? We're gonna make this panel concrete, and if they can still swim through here, I am going to just give up. Yeah, look, you see that? He just swam through there. You know what? I wonder, do you think the Gharials and the Hippos would be able to live in harmony together? Maybe I'll test that out in a sandbox zoo, because I know the Gharials are not, they're carnivores, so I think that's going to be a problem. But I don't know, maybe it wouldn't be a problem because the hippos are so big. I'm going to test it out and see if we can just combine these two habitats, because this is getting to be way too much. Alright, so yeah, I spent a bit of time in sandbox mode. Essentially what I did, I just created a sandbox zoo, threw in a habitat, threw in a bunch of pygmy hippos, a bunch of Gharials, had them all have babies, and there was no attacking happening, no hunting happening, no animals got injured. So my solution here is just gonna be to open this habitat up. That way we don't have them escaping in between the barrier. They can all kind of just live in harmony, and they all seem to be pretty happy about it. Obviously the plant thing isn't going to be perfect, like the plants and coverage and stuff that they all want is a little different, but it is currently all at like 99% for everybody. So that is, I think the Gharials, it might even be at 100, I don't know, 98. Terrain, okay. Yeah, I mean 98, 99%, I think that's totally fine. I'm not too worried about it, and it's actually, it makes it kind of a cool habitat, right? Like the pygmies, the hippos, the Gharials, everybody all kind of together in this giant habitat. I think, yeah, I think that's gonna be fun. Hopefully we get some more guests. Yeah, we've got a few under here. Yeah, I think they're gonna be totally fine. All right, so something else that I really want to tackle today is taking a look at essentially I want to try to get as close to 5 stars as we can. And it looks like, I mean, education rating, I don't know. I think that just kind of goes up over time, to be honest. I might try to add a few more things here and there to make that better. But one of the main things I want to do is take a look at our guest happiness. So clearly we can look over here. Education is one of them. Maybe we need to add more speakers, screens, that kind of thing. I know I haven't been adding a lot of speakers in a lot of our newer places, so I think I'm gonna take a look at doing that. But what I first want to look at is hunger, thirst, energy. So essentially it looks like we do not have enough food and drink and everything else. So I don't know, I was thinking maybe we'll also take a look at where our guests are walking, what are the most popular areas, and how can we distribute that a little bit better. So I think the best way to attract guests around is, obviously besides habitats, well, we have habitats everywhere, but it is food and drink. So let's take a look. Obviously here is always very popular, it's the entrance, but it seems like we obviously have a very big traffic flow going this way because we have so much food and drink available here, and also we have a bunch in here. So maybe what we should do, I mean, obviously we have the food in here as well, which we do have quite a few people in here because of that, but I'm wondering if maybe they're too far apart. Like, what if we added a little food court area here to encourage people to kind of walk through here a little bit more, and maybe that will also get them up in this area easier as well. Like maybe this food is just a little bit too far away from here, so everybody is wanting to go this way rather than go this way. So I think that's maybe the first thing that we're going to build, and I can I'll show that once it's built. And I don't know about in here. How busy is it in here? It's not very busy in here, although we do have a lot of food in here. I think the problem is that nobody is coming all the way around. So the problem is they have to go through the catwalk, they have to go all the way around the elephant habitat and through here to get into their burrow. So I'm actually wondering if it might be worth it to add a pathway. How am I gonna do this? Maybe, kind of thinking about adding a pathway somehow from here to here. I guess we could cut off the cat habitat. We could add another barrier here rather than having this be the edge. It'll be right along the edge here, and then this pathway can go straight through from here to here. Yeah, I think that might be the way to do it. And then hopefully once they come out of here, they can go straight through to here if they don't want to walk all the way around, which is totally fine. I'm actually not too concerned if this area ends up being not very populated, and everybody just kind of wants to take a look at the elephants from this side instead. That's fine. Mostly I just want to make sure that everybody's going through all of our facilities and actually getting to all of our food stalls and such, because everybody's hungry, everybody's tired, everybody's thirsty, but nobody is going to any of our food stalls, so that could be a problem. For the tired thing, I guess maybe we just need to look more at benches. Maybe we just don't have enough spread out, but yeah, I think I'm gonna take a look. I'm gonna do a few of those things off camera, and then I will show you what we come up with. All right, so here we go. So I built just a little one food, one drink stand over here. It's not getting too busy, but I actually think somehow it still helped get some guests down this pathway. The benches might be helping as well a little bit, kind of providing another place for them to rest for a while, even though nobody's using them, but there are still, it seems like there's more people walking down here now, so that is exactly what we wanted. And then I also made the change over here. Let's see if anybody's using it yet. Yeah, actually, some people are using it. So essentially, I just added this little shortcut right over top of here, so if anybody did not want to see the elephant habitat and just wanted to go straight through to Bear Burrow, they can do so. I don't know, I guess. Well, there's some people kind of wander up here to see the elephants. This section, ultimately, when it comes to zoo planning, not the best, but I'm not really going to bother changing it up too much here. I think this is good enough, and I think giving them a little pathway from, this big hotspot to just be able to hop right over to another big hotspot here is going to be really good for getting more people in here. Yeah, look, it's already getting more crowded in here between those two extra pathways. So yeah, I think that is looking really good. And it looks like, yeah, we keep kind of bumping in between like perfect happiness and not quite perfect happiness. We are up to a 4-star rating on education and a 4-star rating on guest happiness. So we'll keep working towards that. I want to get the full 5. I think that would be awesome if we could kind of maybe, I don't know, keep up with a 5 roughly going forward. I think that would be great. So I don't know exactly. I don't know, we have food and drink and benches all over the place. So I think we just kind of have to keep up with it, make sure that we have enough. This area is getting super crowded, so I think next episode, what I'm actually going to do is something really fun with a transportation ride. One more episode, and I think that's going to probably, well, I don't know if it'll take up the whole episode or not. We'll see. But I'm actually thinking, yeah, I'm definitely thinking we might make a transportation ride right from the entrance here somewhere to the mid-back area of the park here. So that should help us out a little bit with accessing, this back area and being able to just come right to more kind of food and drink area and that kind of thing. So yeah, that is it's on my mind, ready to be in the works for next episode. And that about concludes today's episode. So as always, let me know in the comment section below what would you like to see in the zoo? What are you excited about? What would make these videos more enjoyable for you to watch? And I will talk to you in the next episode.